Like I said, that nigga Durk was tweaking. So I finished the fucking album, bruh. And the last song this nigga talk, he name dropped too. Cause that shit crazy. That bruised up shit is hard. That nigga just telling it like it is though. You know what I mean? Like sliding on ops and all that shit. This nigga went crazy. Like I said, he held the tape up. The joint with Rod Wave. And they always do records like that. I get tired of hearing records like that from Durk. It's cool. I mean, once you make a song like that and it's the dopest song, I don't really hear nothing else after that. You know what I mean? Everything else, my bad, sounds like a carbon copy. But this nigga definitely went off though. Baby wasn't bad. You know what I mean? But I think the concept that they had, the voice and the hero, they executed it not 100%. You know what I mean? Because if Durk is a voice, he did his part where he telling everything from the streets perspective, and Baby did what he did, you know what I mean, with the hero of how he basically helped everybody even when he had nothing, story from nothing to something, basically looking out for motherfuckers and letting ops know, like, you ain't better than us, we doing everything great, from the women to cars to jewelry. That's basically the whole thing that I got out of the project, you know what I mean? So basically the voice, which is Lil Durk, speaking from the trenches, which he did that, and he did that shit immaculately. Like, goddamn, I don't think I've ever heard Durk go so hard, you know what I mean, far as enemies, ops, people in the industry, rappers. And that's another thing he kept mentioning, these rappers that so-called gangster, they not really gangster and things of that nature. And Baby was on the same thing, but Durk was just going extra crazy, on his project. He had a lot of shit to get off his chest, and that's why I'm like, damn, these niggas didn't even need to do a collab album, because once I heard that song, like I said, that Lion track, not Lion as in, Lion, lying, Lying, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, where is this energy? Durk needs another solo project ASAP, you know what I mean? That's just what I feel, you dig? And I don't know. I mean, it's cool that they collabed. I think they did over 100,000 first week. I mean, that's not bad for a collab project. It's definitely not the best collab project, you know what I mean, in my opinion. What a Time to Be Alive still is up there, as far as if you want to call this a tape or an album. I'll call it a tape. You know how they switch the shit up and say it's an album, but it's really a tape. But these tapes is, cool. The Future and Juice WRLD joint was cool. But this, I mean, it makes sense when you listen to the project that these two kind of can collab, and it makes sense, I guess. I said that shit twice, my bad, but you get what I'm saying. I still feel like if Von was here, this is what Durk should have did with Von. You know what I mean? That twin project, whatever they was gonna call it, we didn't even get that. You know what I mean? And if it's true that, that female gave Durk all Von music, I don't know why he ain't putting it together, but the nigga should put that shit together, because I think that we deserve that project. You know what I mean? We never got the Glow TF project with Keith and Durk. So at the end of the day, this is cool, but I definitely feel like it's too fucking long. It's like it's 18 records. It didn't need no features. I don't care what you say. Y'all can fuck with Thug. I fuck with Thug, Meek Mill, Travis, and Rod Wave, but they didn't need no features. I listened to the whole shit front to back, and the features added nothing to it. You feel what I'm saying? The thing Rod Wave did, Durk could have did that. We've heard him do that before. On a good note. And it's great that they reached out to motherfuckers and they did what they did, but when I listen to these songs, I'll give you the Rod Wave feature. That's cool. But the fucking Meek Mill feature was pointless. Why you let that nigga start the record off first? You know what I'm saying? And it goes into, Durk verse, which is crazy. Then you get the Travis Scott song, and it's like, bro, you listen to that song, and the song is over. And then all of a sudden, it parallels and goes into Travis Scott feature, which he didn't add nothing to the record, bro. I was over the song once Baby was done with that last hook, and that's all you needed. I'm not gonna stop saying that. But overall, you know what I mean. I took a couple joints that's fire. 2040 is good. Hats off. Still running, of course. Medical, that shit was crazy. Lion, of course, I fuck with that. That's facts. Up the Side, without Thug on that motherfucker. And Bruised Up, like those tracks I really fuck with. I mean, even the first joint they put out, The Voice of the Heroes, I mean, that was cool, but that was predictable. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at the project. I give it a solid 6 out of a 10. They did what they did. If they would have trimmed some of this fat and gave us like 10 to 12 records, definitely would have been a banger though. You know what I mean? It's just too many fucking songs, and you get the same content kind of over and over. You know what I mean? Baby Flow, it ain't what it was on his features when he was featuring, and it was like, oh shit, he didn't surprise me like he did with the Drake song. You know what I mean? He didn't surprise me when he did that other feature with even the song he did with 42 Doug. It's just like he ain't really eat on this motherfucker like I thought he would. He had a couple verses where it's like, okay, it's impactful, but it was no energy there. Durk came out this motherfucker swinging on every verse he was on. You know what I mean? Except like the little melodic shit that they do. I feel like, you know, Baby kind of got the upper hand when he do that type of emotional type music. You know what I mean? Durk cool with it, but Baby he just breezed over them tracks. You know what I mean? Y'all know the songs I'm talking about. But overall, it was a good project. You know what I mean? Durk just went fucking crazy, bro. Damn, I'm gonna have to run back a couple of these joints because that nigga was spazzing. You know what I mean? I don't really take notes and shit like that, the bars and everything. I didn't really have time. I really don't feel like I just heard it, wanted to talk about it, you know what I mean? Give my reaction to it. But overall, if I'll go back to it, you know, I'll probably I won't drop a video, but I'll just sit there and post in the community section a couple bars that I thought was pretty, or lines that I thought was pretty dope, or on Twitter, you know. But yeah, it's Lil Baby and Lil Durk, the voice and the hero. It's cool. It definitely was overhyped. You know what I mean? And I won't say it was a letdown, but I do feel like if fans want to sit there and say it's a letdown, I can understand that. Durk carried this motherfucker straight up the whole point. You can't argue that. I mean, you can't be biased if you're a Baby fan. I get it, but there's no way if you go through Durk catalog and realize his potential to what it is now, he killed this shit. You know what I mean? And he definitely needed a solo project. I feel like Baby should fall back a little bit, you know, work on his artists and everything and don't really drop nothing. But Durk definitely needs, you know, because the momentum from even a Drake feature, you know what I mean? He got to carry that shit over. It's dope. It's hell, man. But yeah, I would like to see J. Cole and Durk work together. I think they can do some shit together. But overall, man, Voice of the Heroes is cool. I fuck with it. Y'all let me know what y'all fuck with. I'ma holler at y'all, man. Be safe. Stay 100. Stay away from haters. Pick God first. 1.